Have you ever seen a police chase that leaves you speechless? This one might just be the wildest motorcycle pursuit ever captured on camera. Number 10. Brazil's favelas escape attempt. The chase kicked off when a motorcyclist suspected of criminal activity ignored police commands to stop and sped off into the narrow, winding streets of Rio's favelas. Guess what? Instead of slowing down, the rider took advantage of the maze-like roads where it's hard for even cars to navigate, let alone in a high-speed chase. The rider weaved through tight spaces, sharp turns, and even raced up staircases. After a long and tense pursuit, the motorcyclist finally hit a dead end and was arrested. Number 9. Australia's Highway Stunt Show. A wild chase unfolded on a Melbourne highway when a motorcyclist, instead of just trying to flee, decided to put on a stunt show. The rider began performing dangerous tricks like popping wheelies and even standing on the seat, all while speeding away from the police. 30 minutes of this risky behavior, the rider's gas tank ran dry. With nowhere to go, the chase ended in an anticlimactic way when the rider surrendered. Number 8. Paris, France scooter chase. In Paris, a scooter rider without a helmet led police on a chaotic chase that showed just how intense city pursuits can be. Guess what? The rider zipped through heavy traffic, darted onto sidewalks, and even took a spin through the famous Champs-Élysées, all while trying to shake off the popo. Despite the narrow and congested streets, the French police motorcyclist stayed right on the suspect's tail. The chase came to a sudden end when the scooter crashed, bringing the wild pursuit to a dramatic close. Number 7. Arizona Border Run. A motorcyclist in Arizona led police on a thrilling chase that began on the interstate and ended just near the Mexican border. The rider's final plan was to try and escape into Mexico, thinking they could slip past law enforcement. Border Patrol had already been alerted and set up a blockade just in time. The motorcyclist, in a last-ditch effort, raced towards the border, only to be stopped just feet away from crossing into another country. Number 6. Motorcycle meets ATV in Las Vegas. A chase in Las Vegas took an unexpected turn when a motorcyclist and an ATV rider joined forces to outrun the police. The duo performed wild stunts, with the ATV driver kicking up dust clouds to confuse the pursuing officers. Why would they think that would work though? The motorcyclist tried to escape by going off-road into the desert, but things did not go as planned. The off-roading attempt failed, and the driver was quickly caught by police. Number 5. Texas Highway Madness. In Dallas, a motorcyclist decided to make a run for it after being pulled over for speeding. Instead of stopping, the rider took off, leading police on a wild chase through city streets and the highway. Why didn't the rider just stop though? The suspect skillfully dodged police cruisers, weaving through traffic and even speeding through road construction zones. Things took a dramatic turn when the motorcyclist clipped a barrier while trying to escape. The rider lost control and was launched off the bike into a ditch. This brought the high-speed chase to a sudden and intense end. Number 4. Chicago's train tracks escape. In a wild chase through Chicago, a motorcyclist took things to another level by ditching the bike and making a run for it on foot. Instead of sticking to the streets, the suspect scrambled up to the elevated train tracks, thinking that would be a good escape route. But why would that work? Police helicopters were tracking the whole thing from above, and officers quickly raced ahead to cut the suspect off at the next station. The most dramatic moment came when the suspect tried to leap onto a moving train. The plan did not work, and the suspect was arrested on the spot. Number 3. Florida's high-speed evader. In Miami, a motorcyclist took one of the most intense high-speed chases the city has seen. reaching incredible speeds of over 150 miles per hour. And guess what? Despite the sirens blaring and the police cruisers pushing their limits, they were left far behind as the rider zipped down the highway. The motorcyclist wasn't just racing straight ahead, there was some serious skill on display. The rider effortlessly weaved between cars, barely squeezing through traffic with inches to spare. The speed, paired with the precise handling, left everyone watching in awe, including the police, as they struggled to keep up. What made this chase even more unbelievable wasn't just the speed, it was how the rider managed to maintain control of the bike, even at those insane speeds. One wrong move could have caused a massive crash, but the motorcyclist kept threading the needle through Miami's busy traffic without missing a beat. But the police weren't giving up. They knew they couldn't simply outrun the motorcyclist, so they decided to get smart about it. What did they do? Officers coordinated a plan and deployed spike strips ahead of the rider, hoping to cut off the escape route. With flawless timing, they laid the trap at a key point on the highway. As the rider approached, there was no time to react. The bike hit the spike strip, causing the tires to deflate rapidly. This threw the bike into a wobble, and the chase that felt like it would never come to an end came to a sudden close. Number 2. New York City dirt bike pursuit. In New York City, a dirt bike rider led police on a wild chase through bustling streets, refusing to stop when ordered by officers. Instead of just pulling over, the rider kicked the chase into high gear, using the agility of the dirt bike to slip through narrow spaces and outmaneuver the police. It wasn't your typical motorcycle chase. It was far more unpredictable, as the dirt bike could go places regular motorcycles could not. As the chase unfolded, the rider zipped through traffic, weaving between cars with incredible precision. What happened next? The suspect didn't just stick to the roads. He hopped curbs and sped down sidewalks, dodging pedestrians in the process. Things took a bold turn when the rider cut through a park, hoping to lose the police on the open paths and uneven ground. The dirt bike handled it all, bouncing over the terrain with ease. You'd think the park would slow him down, right? But it only seemed to add to the intensity of the pursuit. Despite these daring moves, the rider couldn't escape forever. While navigating the city's crowded streets and sharp turns, the dirt bike eventually lost control, slamming into a barricade. The chase came to an abrupt end with that crash, and with the bike down, there was nowhere left to run. Number 1. Los Angeles Freeway Chaos. In LA, a motorcyclist set off one of the wildest high-speed chases seen on the city's congested freeways. It all started when the rider stopped for a routine traffic violation, deciding to flee instead of complying. The motorcyclist raced through the city's highways, reaching speeds of over 100 miles per hour, weaving through traffic and narrowly missing other vehicles. In the thick Los Angeles traffic, every sharp turn and lane change felt like a potential disaster. It seemed like the motorcyclist might actually pull off an escape, as police struggled to keep up with the agility of the bike. As the chase dragged on, police began closing off exits and strategically setting up roadblocks. Eventually, the motorcyclist crashed into a roadblock, bringing the chase to an abrupt end. What do you think was the most intense moment of this chase? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible videos like this one.